kingdom on my mind. I'ma go hard for my tribe. Hope this truth go worldwide. We level way up, we on fire. I want the rule walk in my body. Teach my people how to count time. Blood moons is a sign. Babylon is on fire. Look at the smoke, she used to be great, but not no more. What about the people? Where did they go? Most of them perished, the other were chose. They got delivered, Michael is standing up. Angels getting in position. Why y'all think it's all of these sightings? Wait for Abba, tell him go get him. He made a way for his children. He gon' protect them and seal them. Don't fear the ones that can hurt the flesh but can't hurt the soul. We gon' still win. Yeah, yeah. My faith won't waver, it's close. I feel it when the truth go worldwide. Messiah gon' make an appearance.
Shalom to all the Jews and Gentiles alike, sending a strong shalom to all the children of light. Y'all already know what the deal is. All praises to the Most High. All praises to Enoch. All praises to Yahuwah Savayos, the El Elyon of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. The power of the Yehudim, the Great Spirit, the Supreme Consciousness. Acknowledgement to our big brother, Yahushua, Hamashiach, Matzah the Lamb, the Lion from the tribe of Yehuda, the one they call Jesus Christ. So brethren, I've been MIA, missing in action, for a while now, but I am back. I have lots of information to share with y'all, so definitely expect more videos coming out. Alrighty, we're gonna keep this train of videos going. All right, so we're gonna try to be consistent because the spirit has been moving. We don't want to get distracted by these selections, these fraud selections that's going on in the United States. So let's hop right into it, shall we? So today, we're going to be getting to the keys of Enoch. Alrighty. So, about to go to key 303. Let's start off with verse 1. Beloved, I am calling your minds forward to the eternal present. The Lord has sent his messengers of light to reveal his angelic hierarchy. And I would have you remember from the beginning of this cycle that the Lord God ordained angelic emissaries who are in accord with the office of his Son, to teach these things to the planets, to love the Father, and to love one's fellow spirit in all kingdoms of creation. So brethren, we're going to be getting into information that is not in the Bible, information that is not in the 66 books, that is not in the 80 books, okay, which is counting the Apocrypha. All right, what we must realize is that there is more understanding, there is more knowledge, more wisdom. Okay, so we're going to get a breakdown of the hierarchies of light. We're going to know the governments on the other side, okay, in the 5-dimensional realm. So let's go to verse 37 in the Keys of Enoch, key 303. The order of the Malachim is one of the orders of the lords who supervise the programs of sovereign law pertaining to God-man relationships in every universe. They attune the forces of angelic communications and open the books of God's law to be read in the higher heavens as the cosmic law. They also reinstate the law in the lower realms so that man understands why he is a spectrum that had fallen before this present program. Now, the Keys of Enoch can be very difficult at times because it can get really sciencey, and you're gonna see how sometimes we're gonna be going into the back of the book for the definitions. Now, when it says programs, to sum it up, to simplify it for you, if you do not know, program basically saying this life as a whole. Because if we go into the seal portion, and we've talked about the seal portion in previous lessons, where the Most High, every Earth or every universe that he has created only has 7,000 years. Okay, so there's only 7,000 years within this program. Okay, so when science comes out, when the Gentiles come out and they say, oh well, this such and such relic here is 10 billion years old, right? That can't be true. That can't be true if you have 7,000 years within this program. Okay, so let's go down to, where were we? Yeah, verse 39. In our present cycle, the retransmission of the law was given through Ezra and the men of faith, the men of the great assembly, who were the watchmen of the transmission codes of the Torah Or. Now, the Torah Or are the scriptures of light, and we're going to see the Torah Or pop up all over the place, okay? But we're going to get to the Torah Or later, okay? Hold your horses. It's all going to make sense soon, all right? Let's go to verse 40. Another order of light is the order of the Ishim, who assist man to go from the third dimension to the fifth dimension of spiritual growth. They come down into the integral formations of the inner Shekinah worlds to evolve mankind from the lowest molecular forms within the network of the Adamic body, the Adam Kadmon, which is your light body. Let's get the definition of Adam Kadmon, okay? Let's go at the back of the book here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Sorry about that. Hit the mic. All right. The light manifestation of paradise sons and lords of light who have evolved or been created beyond body form as man knows it. In reality, this is the original pre-existent light body form used for the creation of the human Adamic race, amidst many possible forms of the creation. This form also allows for the bestowed light body to becomes an extension of Yahuwah, as it functions as a super species creation. Okay, so it is your light body. The Ishim help intelligence move through mental entropy and body entropy by showing how the soul can enter into envelopes of light moving between minus infinity and anti-infinity. All right. The order of the Elim represents the sustainers of the vibrations of sonic energy used in the music of the spheres. The Elim translate the Father's messages into units of sound and color, which are used for communication between the networks of the hosts. The music of the spheres continually weaves the fabric of creation with the thought forms of the Father. Through the use of diminishing chord structures, the Elim reactivate sound patterns of creation from one sphere to another. The Elim form a musical mandala and a spontaneous course through the musical universe by unifying the spiritual orders with harmonics on all sides of the creator spiritus. All right, so let's get the definition of creator spiritus. Okay, let's see here. Creator spiritus, the creative majesty of the Father with his supreme and ultimate Shekinah spirit, which is the Holy Spirit, right? The Ruach HaKodesh, and his divine Son. Together, they work concurrently with all creative spirits and sons, projecting and evolving local spiritual universes. Okay, it says see Elohim. We're about to learn about the Elohim in a minute here. Okay, so let's go back. All right. The Elim merge pair and synchronize sound chromatically, bringing together different sound and color factors which combine to express the highest modes of meditation. Their cacophony radiates a dimension of freedom from the bonds of human passion. The Elim use spherical musical forms to inspire art, teachings, and transformational activities in the realms of creation. The Elim inspire the love of universal forces, the love of consciousness understanding, the love at one meant with God, the love of at one meant with self, the love of spiritual knowledge, the love of spiritual wisdom, the love of divine seed forms. Okay? The love of indwelling Shekinah gifts, and the love of the infinite way of the divine. Let's go to verse 53. The order of the Hashmalim carry the standards of justice and the weights and measures which judge even the angels. They are the judges of the spiritual planets. It is from their ranks that the Trinity spirits are called to dispatch the original manifestations of the limitless knowledge, the Torah or of the Ein Sof, to the planetary realms of Yahuwah's angelic ambassadors. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the definition of Ein Sof and Torah Or. Okay, we're gonna talk more about the Torah Or in the next lesson, but let's get some more understanding, shall we? Alrighty, so this is the definition of Ein Sof, the Hebrew word for no thing or nothing, the limitless, connected with the light as Ein Sof or means light, that sees and knows the Nartumid, the eternal light, as the synthesis of the many creator gods, the divine emanations which are sent forth to create the light spectrums and bring the secrets and mysteries of the infinite mind of Yahuwah from one heavenly hierarchy into creation. Okay, now let's get the Torah Or. Let's get the Torah Or. Bear with me for a second. Torah Or, the scriptures of light. Where is it? Torah Or. This should be on this page right here. Here it is. Okay. The Torah Or, the divine tablets, scriptures, and documents of Yahuwah's many trees of life that have been created as consciousness mapping for the divine offspring in the heavens and planetary worlds. The Torah Or includes the divine writings revealed to Daniel in his vision that are used by the myriad heavenly administrations, which is Daniel chapter 7, verse 10. The Torah Or represents the teachings that have been revealed and will be revealed to infinite specieshood from the Book of Light, commissioned by the Ancient of Days. Okay, and the second definition here, it says the higher master blueprint of life. Okay. All right, let's go back here. Let's go back. These are the weights and measures that allow terrestrial and celestial law to be synthesized for the establishment of interplanetary government. Hence, the special work of the Hashmalim is to tie together the spiritual worlds with the worlds of physical form and to show that they are inseparable through the grids of light manifestation. All right, let's go to the Seraphim. Another order of light is the order of the Seraphim, who are princely guardian intelligences controlling the major pictographs monitoring the lower heavens, all right, which will be down here, the lower heavens. Through their multiple appearances, the Seraphim work with the external prototypes of consciousness creation, as well as govern the ranks of light intelligence not allocated to the deities, all right. Verse 59, sorry. Without receiving the baptism of seeing the Shekinah light from the Seraphim, man is not able to come out of this world, pass through the lower firmaments, and see all the rulers and all lords and all gods and all the greater invisibles of his local universe. Wait a second. So NASA, y'all can't leave this place without receiving the baptism of seeing the Shekinah light from the Seraphim. Wait a second. So Elon Musk talking about, oh, we about to go to Mars. You can't leave this place, right? Y'all can't go to the moon. Y'all never went to the moon. Y'all didn't go to the moon. Y'all can't go to Mars. Okay. See, this is why y'all cannot be believing what these Gentiles are saying. Without receiving, I'm gonna read it again, without receiving the baptism of seeing the Shekinah light from the Seraphim, man is not able to come out of this world, pass through the lower firmament, which is down here, and see all the rulers and all lords and all gods and all the great invisibles of his local universe. So NASA's a bunch of baloney. The order of the Erelim maintain the covenant of light between the throne and centers of higher intelligence. They continually adjust the center of light with respect to the evolving orders of higher intelligence that must be periodically drawn together as the worlds of physical form change with respect to new plans of creation. They also judge the effectiveness of technology, monitoring and ordering civilizations that have not yet found their spiritual identity. right? And it's very important that we know who we are spiritually. Okay, we're gonna get deeper into that. All right, it is from the ranks that the local thought adjusters are chosen to determine the sequences necessary from the lower evolution and the higher evolution to meet and mutate as a joint spirited creation. Let's see what local thought adjusters mean in the back of the keys. Local thought adjuster, an entity of superior consciousness managing and guiding a plane of consciousness in complex problem solving. Generally, the thought awakening of disciples who will be associated with the family of a Lord, Master, Ascended Master, John the Divine, the sacerdotal name of an order composed of thought adjusters, working through revelation which accompanies consciousness changes in the lower worlds. Okay? Through their consciousness controls, they can rescue interdimensional physical intelligence that has accidentally materialized in the wrong time zone. Interesting. In the wrong dimension of light, etc. They rescue intelligence through their powers of the materialization, penetrating the matter energy veils of light. Alrighty. The Ophanim. Y'all know who this is. Y'all heard the Ophanim before. The Ophanim are the messengers of light from the higher heavens of the Father, uniquely placed at the crossroads of space as the network for governing and implanting new realization. When the prophets of the ancient civilizations made contact with the higher worlds, invariably the contact was made through the Ophanim messengers of light. The Ophanim carefully select individuals in each of the planetary societies who have the ability of prophethood and carry the understanding of the higher creation. They supervise the crucial aspects of growth within the hierarchical ranks of the heavens and protect higher teachings from falling into the hands of the lesser forces of light and from the rebellious brotherhoods who do not serve the Father's hierarchy of light. Therefore, the Ophanim guide the thought forms from the Father's thrones and dominions into proper levels of instruction. There's also a distinct aspect of the Ophanim's work, which is synonymous with wheels within wheels, the appearance force of the Merkaba. As it comes into physical manifestation, the Ophanim are closely identified with the Merkaba, which is used to announce the cosmic law of Yahuwah and bring a scripture to the lower planetary worlds. Alright? The Ophanim also make the Merkaba available to the other orders of higher intelligence so as to carry out specific functions, to guide man to knowledge of the infinite way, to minister to disembodied entities onto the physical and spiritual planets, to protect man from belief systems which are inconsistent with the love and light of the cosmic law, to guard mankind from the extraterrestrial intelligences that would radically change the balance and flow design between kingdoms of creation, and to regenerate and resurrect the faithful remnant of a seed creation when the powers of Michael and Christ converge to bring one design of creation into the new heavens of Yahuwah. The Order of the Cherubim. Emissaries of Light is the angelic order of higher intelligence which functions as the keeper of celestial documents. They are also capable of appearing on the earth plane to direct the affairs of man. However, their primary function is to guard the throne and dominion passages of light which connect the physical worlds with the governments of the mid-heavens. The mid-heavens are the lesser light manifestations out of which the physical beings on the planetary worlds first learn to experience the ineffable. The purpose of the cherubim is to create a wall of light protection around the specific plan, being used to connect worlds of generation and regeneration. They ensure that the thought forms of the masters and ascended masters are perfectly consistent with the Father's plan in perfecting the number of souls destined to share in a creative plan. Alright? In order to create the walls of light, The cherubim must receive the living light from the throne. The living light is taken by Uriel and Metatron. We're gonna learn more about Metatron later, okay? Uriel and Metatron and made available to cherubim orders in the alignment of new worlds through an energy trunk system which connects the sparks of the final universe with the star systems which comprise the evolving sun universe. Okay, so we're gonna be seeing Father universe, Sun universe, Shekinah universe, all over the place. Okay, just know that the Shekinah universe are helping the ones in the Sun universe, which we are in right now, to get to the Father universe. And when our big brother come back, he gonna turn this world, which is a Sun universe, into a Father universe, right? A new heaven and a new earth. Okay, so let's go to 81. All right, but it's gonna make more sense soon. It's gonna make more sense. All right, because I know this book can sometimes be very very confusing at times. Okay, this book definitely will expand your mind. It will expand your consciousness. All right. Hence, through their creative activity, the cherubim supervise the creative affinities between the worlds of Bria, which are the worlds of creation, from the worlds of Atnos, the worlds of archetypal form. From this blueprint of archetypal form, the cherubim engineer new creations on different levels of light. The order of the cherubim uses the living light of the Father to connect the worlds of creation within the worlds of light in the activity of the worlds of Yetzirah, the worlds of continuity and change within the Father's continuum of light. A new world receives its plan from the Father's continuum through a thought form corpus of living light shells. The order of the Benai Elohim are sons of the creator gods, who are commissioned to dispatch a share of the treasury of lights for the wisdom and education of souls. They are the creative instruments for the Elohim, who commission the Benai Elohistic programs so that the creations will continue into the greater lights. The Benai Elohim will work with derivative systems of creation. They evolve the lesser garments of the Adam Kadmon that are not directly used by the Elohim in the creation of the physical intelligences that serve Yahuwah. The Benai Elohim make use of the Eye of Horus. Now, you see, a lot of people, they say the Eye of Horus, and, you know, if you get your dollar bill and you look at the back of the dollar bill, you know, they gonna say, oh, that's the Illuminati, that's satanic. But in actuality, it really represents the Father universes. You see, Ha-Shaitan never creates anything, right? He'll always steal and twist things, all right? The Benai Elohim make use of the Eye of Horus to create the garments of physical embodiment which the angelic beings of intelligence may choose from when they come into the lower heavens to do the work of the Father. Thus, the Benai Elohim consolidate the work of the Elohim. They choose the selected seed, which is transplanted from imperfect creation to the levels of divine invisibles. Hence, they enlarge the spiritual gene pool for the eventual pairing of divine radiations into new species creation. All right. Now here we go. The order of the Elohim comprises the creator gods of Yahuwah. So the Elohim, they the ones that created this world by the will of the Most High Yah. Okay? So the order, the Elohim, comprises the creator gods of Yahuwah, who control the calibrations of light that are necessary to evolve all of the combinations of the image and similitude through the divine eye of the Father. They govern the progeny of the image and similitude used by the divine Father in the higher paradise creations. They formulate myriad worlds of creation and act as the administrators of the paradise centers. The exchange centers, which allow levels of consciousness to exist within various categories of light and love. Thus, the Elohim Lords compose the blueprints, which are the supreme programs for a star system and hierarchical components serving the Father's house of many mansions. In these superspecies realms of our Father Universe, the Elohim can materialize myriad combinations of thought forms in experiments of growth, becoming illuminators of a creation according to the will of God. The Elohim create the programs that generate and evolve the Adam Kadmon according to a given plan. They are able to create entire galactic realms directly through the light radiations of Yahuwah. Out of their greater power, they guide the ascents of the Adam Kadmon into new Omega programs where the Adam Kadmon can take on any of the higher embodiments of the Father's hierarchy, even becoming a Prince of Light. Okay? 98. The Adam Kadmon can in turn use divine power to project himself through the Eye of Horus, so that he can inherit the physical worlds of form. Out of the myriad combinations, the Adam Kadmon determines the structure, shape, and number of cell divisions that will be necessary for the work of the Elohim. In projecting a light body form through the Eye of Horus, a physical form is materialized for the heavenly counterparts. However, it is the Hayos HaKodesh who break the barrier of the infinites. In so doing, they can connect with the other farther universes and exalt the fuller work of the Ancient of Days in activities beyond description. They can also manifest themselves in various forms in whatever way they desire, fulfilling the needs of sentient beings according to the objectives of the Overself. Now let's get the definition of the Overself body real quick, okay? The Overself, the pre-existent higher body of light which exists for spiritual, physical beings prior to their incarnation. This body domes with realized physical humanity which has completed the synthesis of the 5 inner matter energy vehicles. Okay? Thus, the supreme power used by a lord of the Hayos HaKodesh demonstrates that in a fraction of a second, he has the potential to attain as many manifestations as there are atoms. In 10 times 100,000, 100,000,000, and 100 million of the uncountable realms of Yahuwah. So the Most High has multiple realms and universes and earths that he has made. On the highest level of the administration of a Father Universe are the 24 elders who sit in the presence of Yahuwah, exchanging their commissions and glory periodically with other ascended masters. They control 24 thrones and dominions which administer the law of central control through councils of light to all universes which recognize Yahuwah. The 24 elders have the power to convulse 144 systems of godhood, walk over 144,000 realms of lordship, and illuminate 144,000 world spheres. They can bring myriads of beings into spiritual maturity, live in many external expressions, and know how the cosmic law is dispensed in each eon. The 24 elders unfold the glory of the Godhead, as received from the ancient recent future of days in existential deities, whereby they can exist as trinities of the Trinity of Trinities, under the direction of Yahuwah as Father Creator. They can also appear simultaneously in infinite forms. They can give full expression to the quantity of divine expression, whether the Father's plan includes 1 billion worlds, or it's circumscribed to a dimension as a model for his unique expression of a divine program. The 24 elders behold all 72 faces of the Father unfolding into the infinite manifestations of the Father in glorified bodies of light. Each elder has a capacity to create multiple civilizations, serving one of the manifestations of the Father, as the Father's garment of light expands as a trinitized form. Now let's go to Key 107, verse 10. When I was taken to Orion, which is a star cluster, right? Enoch could not take me into the master pyramid of lights. Only Metatron could do this. For Enoch is the ascended master of light, but Metatron is the Lord of lights. The Lord of light God, who is working with the right and left hand of the Father himself. Metatron is the creator of the outer light, which penetrates the regions of formlessness and void, allowing for the drawing of the living light of Yahuwah in regions of the outer universe. Metatron provides the light envelopes for the thought forms of the Ancient of Days. These, in turn, are used by the creator gods, which are the Elohim, in newly evolving regions to create their own hierarchical patterns, which eventually merge these regions within the Father's house of many mansions. Metatron gives knowledge of the Father to all star universes, so that they have a central core in the name of the Father. Metatron is star ionization, or eon knowledge to every star which is created, so that it is unified with the core memory in the center of the galaxy. And Metatron gives knowledge of Ze unto eon, projected light crystal consciousness, which the prophets called Zion. Alright, so let's go to verse 27. We in Key 107. The scripture of the Melchizedek Brotherhood tells us that there are many brotherhoods of Ophanim, the messengers of Yahuwah, working with interplanetary sciences and consciousness evolution. In all, there are 70 brotherhoods of light working within our universe, all having within them the ability to understand any type of spiritual language or any type of spiritual knowledge which is shown to them from the hierarchy of light. Among these, the Brotherhood of Melchizedek works with the consciousness awakening and reprogramming of light in the life cycle of the planets. The Brotherhood, or the Order of Enoch, worked with the scientific teachings and keys necessary to evolve starseed evolution and to build pyramids and pyramidal grids of light upon the planets. And the Order of Michael protects the various universes through the midway Ophanim, so that intelligences do not randomly transplant and genetically re-engineer species, serving the cosmic law. If it were not for the Rikbidim, who govern the chariots of celestial light, and the Kedanim, who judge the dimensions of higher intelligence from within the Order of Michael, there would be massive invasions of fallen angels and intelligence into other planetary worlds, turning species on other planets into subspecies and slave kingdoms. It is the Order of Michael which can fairly administer justice, since it governs all administrative records of activities within all levels of all universes. Alright, let's go down to 33. Thus, the three brotherhoods of Michael, Enoch, and Melchizedek govern the 70 brotherhoods of our universe by dispatching millions of emissaries of lights to repair and evolve the lower worlds. The influence of these three brotherhoods prepares the righteous servant to work directly with the powerful leadership of high command. The omnipotent command is directed by Michael, Gabriel, Remiel, Raphael, Uriel, Yophiel, and Phanuel, who combine forces for the greatest problem solving and when issues of new spiritual leadership are discussed for the lower worlds. You know what? Let's actually go back to verse 32. So let's go back up. All right. Let's go back up here. Alrighty. Cause let me I want to hit that real quick. Yet, at the end of a grand cycle of time, the Father permits these fallen orders of intelligence, some of which are grotesque physical creations, to suddenly appear upon the planisphere like Earth to tempt man like Satan tempted Jesus. This is the last temptation that mankind is collectively being put through to see whether we will serve the lesser quote-unquote space gods or share love with the angelic hierarchies to the glory of the Father. So these space gods, right, are these archons, are these fallen entities, all right? And it's crazy because it's like these entities are influencing these world leaders, right? And people get caught up in politics and, you know, the fraud elections. It's like, nah, all this stuff is all fake. It's all theater. So we have to get out of this mindset to where we don't need to look forward to these political leaders and these presidents. You know what I'm saying? Because like they not gonna help you. They not gonna make this quote unquote country a better place. Nah, this place is done for. This program is coming to a close. Just like how it says in Ephesians 6:12, for we not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Right? These leaders behind the scenes, they don't care about you. Right? That should have been obvious since the get-go. But people are still caught up in this election fraud. Right? And politics and this and that. It's like, nah. We almost done. We about to finish. All right, let's go to verse 41. All right. Those who are called the ascended masters have originally descended from the higher orders, serving the heavenly hierarchies to teach in the lower worlds. Right? So for example, Yahushua is an ascended master. Elijah, an ascended master. Enoch, an ascended master. Okay? Yadhava, the Krishna, is an ascended master. Siddhartha, the Buddha, is an ascended master. Okay, these are all ascended masters that have descended into the lower world, which is down here. All right, the ascended masters generally number 144,000 for a given complete procession of a star cycle in the lower heavens. So go on to 44. The ascended masters are governed by the councils of light. Okay. The Council of Light, which are the Council of 9, the Council of 12, the Council of 12, 24, 144. Those are the councils of light, right? So it says the ascended masters are governed by the councils of light and connect the light workers serving the Mazzaroth, which is the zodiacs. All right, the zodiac worlds of the lower heavens, revolving within the star regions of the zodiac, with complex worlds of multiple suns in the higher heavens known as the Mazzaroth worlds, right? And I know a lot of, Christians, they like to say, the zodiacs is satanic and this and that and the third. Nah. See, that's the thing with these religions. They always try to demonize these things when, again, Hashatan never creates anything. Okay, and the zodiac signs, right, the 12 zodiac signs have a connection with the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, we're gonna get into that in another video, but just to show you that the zodiac signs are not this satanic thing, or it's just all nonsense. And that is why we have to get out of this Christianity thinking, this Catholicism thinking, right? And when you only stuck within those books, you not gonna get this understanding, right? In fact, you're actually gonna demonize this type of understanding, right? Just like what it says in 1 Nephi chapter 29. What was it? What verse was it? Let me go and see. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, so with 2 Nephi chapter 29, verse 3. And because my word shall hiss forth, Many of the Gentiles shall say, a Bible, a Bible. We have got a Bible, and there cannot be any more Bible. Okay, go down to verse 6. Thou fool, thou shalt say, a Bible. We have got a Bible, and we need no more Bible. Right? So that's how they act. Right? The Bible is all there is. There ain't nothing more. All right, so let's go. Went off on a little tangent there, but where we going? Where we at? Verse 45. All right, in the keys, key 107. The councils of light also work the greater hierarchy of the Hayos HaKodesh in serving the Kukavim worlds, which are spiritual universes continually being evolved and re-evolved beyond the visible spectrum. The Kukavim worlds are the realms used by the higher orders of the princely Ophanim to generate an antidote to replace the realms of false spiritual energy. And at the time of the Malek Habalam, the cycle of cleansing, the wicked are cast out of the realms of space, and a new world is brought forth by the Hayos HaKodesh, modeled by the Kukavim. Okay. Verse 60. Let's go to verse 60. I wanted to show this later, but you know what? Since we already in this key, we might as well just hit it. All right. Verse 60. It was Metatron who established the office of the unity of days, which allows lords of light and creations of lords of light to redeem themselves by working within the wheel of the law, within the cosmic wheel of light. Enoch, with the guidance of Metatron, created the wheel of science, which brings the lower phases of light systems in and out of karmic knowledge for multiple adaptations of divine truth. Therefore, man is given the responsibility to destroy himself in the darkness or to accept the higher law of light, which is also known as the Torah Or. Man who accepts the higher law of light will go into the many orders of the hierarchies. These orders are called by the Council of Nine, the Ishim, the order of the Melekim, the order of kingship, the order of the Benai Elohim, the order of the Elohim, the order of the Ophanim, all the ways up to the Hayos HaKodesh, where one functions as a non-evolving pure thought form, and this pure thought form can enter any kingdom of matter energy. So you see, there's higher teachings. There's more than just a Bible. Okay? So that's gonna be it for this lesson, for this video. Hope you had something to munch on. Hopefully expanded your consciousness. Alright. So that's gonna be it. I say shalom and stay strong.